My name's Abdul Osmanu. I'm, from Hamden, Connecticut, and I'm actually running for state representative in the 94th district. Currently, right now, I actually serve on the legislative council here in Hamden. I think what really gets me up and going is, the opportunity to really, have a broader impact. Because as I really see it, we live in two Connecticut's. Connecticut where, like the rich, wealthy, and powerful are doing awfully fine, and a Connecticut that, most of us live in where, you're struggling from paycheck to paycheck, one real mishap away from a lifetime of debt, whether we're talking about healthcare, housing insecurity, food insecurity. So really being a strong, bold voice and advocate, for those things and issues is one of the things that I'm really looking to be. And I really mean it when I say strong and bold, because of course, like, these are all things that, I know that people think are really great ideas, but really being able to approach them with the tenacity, dedication that they deserve to be able to bring back some meaningful wins for working class people in the state. And I think that really does pair well with, some of my lived experience that I also bring to the table, where I've, not only have the youth, not only have like the professional experience, but also the lived experience of, understanding what it's like to deal with some of these issues, where, I can think back to coming to the realization that, the childhood respiratory issues that I had were the result of environmental racism from, living like the first 6 years of my life in the Bronx to, almost really going homeless, when I was 7 or 8, as, I was pretty much like every day cognizant of the fact that, my parents could come home and tell us that, the court case didn't go as, it should have or they wanted to, and home was no longer home. So I think, having that element of lived experience is really important because, I'll be going up there and understanding, the consequences and stakes of what I'm fighting for. I would say that, my outlook and goal and mission really is to get the job done and get the meaningful legislation and bills passed. Honestly, when I go to folks' doors and talk to them and hear the issues that they're talking about, it really, instills it within me that my job is to get up there in Hartford, speak truth to the issues that I believe in, and deliver, regardless of who I have on my side. And I think that's, the way that I've always operated, whether in my 3 years on council or before that. And we're understanding, the coalition that you build for certain issues, it's a blessing. So I really do look forward to having the opportunity of getting work done, whether I'm talking about working with people within my own Democratic caucus, or even, if I am talking about something and it happens to catch the ear of a Republican colleague. All in all, my job is just to see the issues, listen to the issues, that my constituents are bringing to me and get the job done no matter how I can get it done.